Hello there, this is Mr. Pointless Bro, and I've noticed the assault tank for the Empire comes up quite often in the draft, and everyone always hates the assault tank, but I've actually used it quite often, and I've gotten very good wins of it, so I decided to bring the assault tank into the ranked match. And this is what I came up with, a Boba Fett assault tank deck. This is the basic overview of the deck, which step 1, you're going to slow push, so you're going to use the assault tank and the Imperial Sentry Droid because they're very slow. Then when you exchange with the opponent, you're going to use the area of effect, the Slave 1 at the Dioxis Grenade, to clean up all the small units the Rebel has, and you're going to win the energy trade. And then step 3, you can do a fast push with the light vehicle and the Bladesman. So that's the general overview of the deck, usually how it goes. And let's go through some replays. Yeah, ever since I figured out how to use this Boba Fett deck, I've just been getting so many victories from it. It's basically a walk in the park winning with this deck now. So I'm going to show some gameplay with Hera, because Hera is actually a very tough character, the best player, best character in the game, at least in the Rebel side. So what I'm going to do is start off with the assault tank in the back, and if I don't have it, I'm just going to cycle out some small units. And right now, I don't have it yet. It's right there, queuing in the next. So I'm just going to put out my Bladesman on the left lane. And he starts putting Pathfinders on the right lane. So since I'm going to be building a slow push, I just let the Bladesman die, and I can respond with the slow push on the right lane. And now, basically, he's got a split push going, so I gotta at least deal with something put something on the left lane. I put some stormtroopers just to soften up the blow. And really, that's all I need. I just gotta put a couple of shots on the Wookiee, and then I can go back to the right lane. So this is where Hera gets very dangerous with Chopper. So my push here doesn't really get through, but that's 100% okay. Because basically I just keep doing the same thing. I put the assault tank in the back, and then I get lots of good value in the energy trade by using my area of effect. And also Boba Fett's got the missile, so that's an extra bonus. And again, we're both waiting for 10 energy, so I can put my assault tank right into the back. And he's actually putting the Wookiee on the left lane, so I'm going to respond with the assault tank also in the left lane. And now we're just letting these slow units slowly crawl up into the center of the map with the beautiful lava. And now he's actually putting a tank on the right lane. So I'm going to have to defend with this. He's putting a lot of strong units on the right lane, so I'm going to have to defend with something more serious. And basically, I'm just going to let this assault tank kind of crawl up and die, because it's not going to... The assault tank has... it's very hard to get the lock onto the tower. But I also have to go on to the left lane to destroy this Chopper, because if I don't, Chopper will just annihilate my tower. And really, my real push right here is going on in the right lane. And he defends successfully, good for him. But, as you can see, if we can switch over to his view, he has a lot less energy than I have, and we both have gotten like no damage in the tower. So you can see I'm winning the energy trades every time I do this assault tank slow push in the back. And he's just getting off some extra damage on my left tower, which doesn't really matter because I can build up. I'm building up a very slow push here in the right lane. And I have so much energy that I can just throw some Deox Grenade right on his character, make it tougher for him. So he's a little bit in trouble here, so he's going to start pushing my left lane with Chopper. I just put some Bladesman on there, just to deal with it. And I just really ignore the Pathfinders here because I'm building such a strong push in this right lane. And I have so much energy here. See, I have 2 assault tanks. I got my light vehicle up. Just dodge this area effect, and then come in with some more small units, such as the Imperial Sentry Droid and the Bladesman. And there's so much units here, there's really nothing he can do. I'm just going to kill him off right here and basically take his tower. And I drop him the GG right here because there's really nothing he can do. And there we go. Hera down. And this deck is really consistent. because you always know what to do. You can put the assault tank in the back and then fast push with the light vehicle when he gets the chance. And oh, this is where my victory streak gets ended by Matt O'Brien, also in my guild. And actually, when I see him here, I see the 56 number next to his name, and I was like, oh, I get really excited here because all my other matches have been a walk in the park with this deck. I actually get to test it against a very high ranked player. So I'm trying to drop him like the good luck chat function, and I'm like trembling with my hands. I'm pressing all the wrong chat buttons, but I get my assault tank right here, so put it in the back like always. So my assault tank is actually going to crawl slower than his unique right here, so I get a good chance to kill his unique. So one of the great benefits of the assault tank is just how slow it crawls up. But that being said, a weakness is that you have a tough time locking in on the tower, so that's where the light vehicle comes in. And of course, as always, I'm going to get lots of good energy trades by using my area effect. You can see my units are still up and going to push him. And I drop a light vehicle here because I think he's in trouble. Because once he drops a lot of units here, I can suck them in with Slave 1. But I die here, there's no problem. I'm just going to start again with the assault tank right in the back. It's going to just go with the same process over and over again till I get a lot more energy than he does and give him a real good push. And this is interesting. He has a Wookiee here, so the Wookiee tanks the shots in my tower so he can come in on me and deal some extra damage. And also, that's a great strategy, a little bit risky, but he's also trying to force me to put extra units on the field that I don't want to, so that he would waste my energy. So, smart move by him. And he responds with his unique in the back. And you can see this is pretty much the same situation. Got the assault tank and sentry droid going up. And once I feel I can get enough good value, I put my Deox grenade and his troops slowly die. And you can see how I'm in complete control of this match right here. Nothing he does right here will affect me. And it's really good for killing the leader because you have Boba Fett's missile, you can pull them in with Slave 1, which is almost like a stun, and Deox grenade also finishes them up. So with those three combinations of area effects, you can find opportunities more easily. And one of the things I do here is I actually go in with my push with Boba so that I die so I can regain my health. And I always do it in a way where I can get back up and deal with his push. So I put some stormtroopers there earlier just to waste his area of effect, and he does put down area effect, so great for me. And we're going to put the assault tank in the back, just like always. And always the same scenario. When I feel like I could get enough value, I put down the Deox grenade. Imperial Sentry droid in front. So now, I'm actually going to push him with my light vehicle now. I missed the Slave 1 here. I'm trying to kill him off. He dodged it. Good for him. And now he has to respond with a lot of units to deal with this push, which I get value off with the Deox grenade. I try to kill him off here, but he's very aware, running back. And you can see how I really neutralize all his pushes. One thing I actually would have done is just let the Pathfinders just hit my tower so I can have more energy for my final push. But I didn't want to risk it against such a high level player. And this time I didn't put assault vehicle all the way in the back because the timer is running short and I need to finish off his left tower here. So I'm going to be putting all my energy into this one last push. And when he gets close enough, I can always suck him in with my Slave 1, Deox grenade plus the missile, kills him off. So right here, I dive because I thought my units could finish him off, but my Bladesmen actually go on the wrong side. Went on the right side here. And I actually do not get this tower here. I try to desperately finish off with the Slave 1, but a little bit too late. He defends very well. Like my light vehicle locks in on the tower, he gets back up, and he just takes care of it really quickly. Very high level player. It's crazy that he's using base in the top tiers of Kyber Master. And there we go. That's a deck. It's a very consistent deck. So let me know what you think. I guarantee you this assault tank will work.